Mic's on. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Testing.
All right. Let's call the Parks and Community Events Commission meeting to order. This is our regular meeting. First, we have roll call, please.
Commissioner Herrera,
Present.
Commissioner Jimenez,
Present.
Commissioner Martinez, Vice Chair Bayshu,
Present.
Chair Hyland.
Present.
Let the record show Commissioner Martinez informed staff you would not be here today.
Thank you very much. Moving on to agenda finalization, we are going to make some changes with Commissioner Martinez not able to be here today. We do not want to do the subcommittee portion. We will table that until next meeting, but we will still vote on chair and vice chair. So we will be separating that into 2 votes. Okay?
You're talking about item A, correct? Yes.
Item
Item 3A.
3A. Thank you. Okay, moving on to public comments. Item number 1. This is the opportunity for members of the public to comment on any items not appearing on the regular agenda. Because of the restrictions contained in California law, the Parks and Community Events Commission may not discuss or act on any item not on the agenda, but may briefly respond to statements made or ask a question for clarification. The chair may also request a brief response from staff to questions raised during the public comment, or may request a matter be agendized for a future meeting. Public comment will be limited to 3 minutes. Do we have any public comments?
Chair Hyland, I did not receive any requests to speak forms. We currently have no attendees in the meeting.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda item number 2, approval of minutes. This is for our June 4th, 2024 PACE minutes. Any members of the public wish to speak on the minutes?
We have none, Chair.
Any changes or corrections to the minutes? Commission?
No.
Okay. Do I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I will second that.
Calling for movers. If we could have Commissioner Herrera select mover, Vice Chair Bayshu select seconder. Please vote. We have a motion by Commissioner Herrera, a second by Vice Chair Bayshu. Motion carries, all ayes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to the agenda, number 3, Parks and Community Events Commission, Chair and Vice Chair elections, and reaffirm and/or make new appointments. Nope, just the first part. Sorry, guys, a little rusty after 2 months here. Okay. So next up I have, okay. It says, do we have a staff report?
So commissioners, would we like to start with the chair or the vice chair?
Chair,
Let's start with the chair. So I would need a nomination.
I would like to nominate Chair Hyland for another term.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thanks, guys.
And before we take action, just letting the public know, we have no public comments on this item. Okay, so we have a motion by Vice Chair Bayshu, seconded by Commissioner Herrera to appoint Aaron Hyland as the chair. I'm going to go ahead and start the motion here. Call for movers. So Vice Chair Bayshu, if you'd select mover. Commissioner Herrera, select seconder. Please vote. We have a motion by Vice Chair Bayshu and a second by Commissioner Herrera. Motion carries, all ayes. Congratulations, Chair Hyland.
Thank you. You have to hear more of me again, guys. Thank you very much. Do we have a motion to elect, oh, sorry, no, we need an appointment to elect vice chair. I would like to re-up Antonio Bayshu as vice chair.
Do I have a second?
A second.
Okay. I'm going to call for movers. Chair Hyland. And Commissioner Jimenez, would you select seconder on your screen? Okay, please vote. Okay, we have a Motion by Chair Hyland and a second by Commissioner Jimenez to appoint Antonio Beishu as Vice Chair. Motion carries all ayes, 3-1.
Okay. Continuing on.
What was that?
We are, as just already discussed, we moved the appointments for pay subcommittees into the next meeting. So now we are going on to item B, Esperanza Park Construction Update, September 2024. So may we have the staff report, please?
Good afternoon, or good evening, Chair, Vice Chair, Commissioners, and City staff. Happy to be here again today to present to you the update on the Esperanza Park for the month of September 2024. Again, I'm Andres Perez, and I am your Assistant Civil Engineer or Project Manager for the park project. So as a reminder, this park project is located in the Dream Homes neighborhood, just off of San Diego Drive between Mia and Chia Place. It sits on a 7.5 acre lot in the Dream Homes neighborhood. And some background on the park. So what brought us here today was in December of 2021, California State Parks issued or awarded the City of Cathedral City with a funding amount of $8.498 million. In February 22, California State Parks also issued a notice to proceed for the design and construction. And in June, we issued a design and engineering services award to Better Design for the design of the park. Now, these project plans or design were completed in September of 2023. And with that, we moved on to the bid phase of the project, or bid and award, which was in October through December. So construction for the perimeter wall and the park project was awarded to Urban Habitat. Construction begins in December of 2023, and we have a groundbreaking ceremony in April 2024. And also with the help of the commission members here, and especially our subcommittee members, Commissioner Herrera and Commissioner Jimenez, PACE recommended a name to the City Council, and in May of 2024, City Council officially adopts Esperanza Park as the name for the city's newest park. Now we'll move on to the update. Now a lot has happened since my last update here, and I'll go through some photos and show you what's been done since, I believe, April of this past year. So site preparation. So the contractor has completed a majority of the clearing and grubbing of the site or removal of any unwanted material and demo of any hardscape concrete work. There's also been over-excavation of the soil and compaction and soil compaction for the large structures such as the playground equipment, the wall, perimeter wall, restroom facility, and so forth. Also some rough grading and shaping of the entire project area. We also continue to coordinate with our utility companies such as Desert Water Agency, DWA, and Southern California Edison for their utility connections to the park. Here we got some photos. So as you can see, we have some rough grading or clearing and grubbing of the north parking lot on the image to your left. And on the right, you have the contractor performing some trench work for the park auxiliary structures. Now, park improvements, you'll start to see we have some concrete curb and gutter placed on the north end of the park, the image on the top right, and also concrete slabs for the playground equipment and fitness area. There's also been the construction of the 10-foot perimeter walkway or emergency vehicle path, which connects from Chia to Mia Place, and also the installation of electrical conduit, poles, light heads for the pathway, parking, and monument lighting. As you can see, highlighted the images here. Park improvements, so we also have, again, the construction of the block perimeter wall. This block wall is located on the western portion of the park, adjacent to the residents' rear lots. And we also have the construction of the decorative wire fencing on the eastern end of the park, closer to the Whitewater River Channel. Again, here's some more photos. We have you're looking at the Central Plaza area, again with lighting, and on the image on your right-hand side, you have the south parking lot area near Chia Place. Now, park equipment installed. USA Shade have installed their fabric shade structures at the dog park, fitness area, and over the playground equipment. Now, what you see here is the frame or the skeleton of the fabric shade structures. When the project is near completion, USA Shade will return and install those fabric shade structures over will install the fabric onto the fabric shade structures. Now, we also have the installation of playground equipment and the hardtop shade structures as well. Here you have an image of the dog park shade structure and the dog park. Also, the fence posts for the dog park have also been installed. You have images of the fitness area shade structure and the picnic shade structure as well. Now we're looking at, we also have, here's some additional photos of the hardtop shade structures. And then now these picnic shade structures are placed throughout the park. In addition, we have received our site furnishing items such as benches, barbecue pits, as well as the exercise equipment. And the last major item from an item purchased is the Romtech restroom storage facility. They have obtained approved building plans and permits, and they're scheduled to perform the construction of their restroom storage facility in October of 2024. There's also been, again, we also have park safety and security. So we have the security lighting in place. We're also working with the contractor to install the security cameras. And as you've seen earlier, the construction of the emergency vehicle path for the park as well. Now, some tasks remaining. Again, we still have to install the irrigation lines, storm drain facilities. We still have the CB-Link community connector, which connects to the CB-Link trail. Some additional concrete hardscape paving work, again, for the parking lots and additional walkway areas, landscape material, and the park is still estimated to be completed by March of 2025, which is our original target date. With that, this concludes my update. Now I hand it back to you, Chair.
We love seeing on time.
It's coming along.
It looks,
I'm sorry, did I see the play equipment in there?
Yeah,
It's installed? Wow.
so,
I know. You might want to change that photo for council to actually show the play equipment.
okay. Let me
Yeah.
see.
Can you remind me what the completion date is again?
March of 2025, so,
Okay.
Can I ask you something else
yes.
in front of the commission? Where are we at with the memorial? We're considering doing a memorial bench or a tree, something for
Commissioner Veriker.
Veriker's family reached out. So we thought this park would be the best location to do something like that, since it was his neighborhood.
Yes.
But we're just still trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do it, or whether it's like a plaque on a bench,
Right, or like
engraved in it.
Stephen Veriker Field at,
No, something like that would have to take a city council. This
Okay.
is just like a little plaque. But to rename a field or something, that would be a little bit bigger
Okay.
than what we're looking at. So we're still working.
Yeah,
on it.
still bouncing off ideas,
Okay,
so.
thank you.
I like that, and he would like that too. Awesome, I'm excited. Whereabouts is going to be the CV-Link connector path?
So we have there's the existing CB-Link connector off of Chia Place,
Uh-huh.
which is the first connector.
Right.
And the new one is connected from the Central Plaza or just behind the restroom facility.
Okay,
And we'll connect to the
awesome.
CB-Link trail.
I like that there's multiple connecting points. Thank you. Okay. Are there any members of the public that wish to comment on this item?
Chair, we have none.
Any questions or comments from the commission? Okay, this item was for information and discussion only. There is no formal action required. Thank you so much, Andres. It's so awesome to see it happening on the timeline as stated, and to see us keeping up with that. We know that you're working hard on that. Much appreciated to you and everyone in Public Works and Engineering. Okay, moving on to item C, the Downtown Dog Park Design Update, September 2024. Welcome back, sir. Can we have a staff report?
All right, happy to be back. Yes, this is the Downtown Dog
commute.
Park, something a little closer. You can definitely walk here, but yes. This is the Downtown Dog Park, and here's my update for the month of September 2024. So as a reminder for our audience here, this park is located here in our downtown area. It's adjacent or next to our new fire station 411, across the street from Buddy Rogers and the new Agua Caliente casino. Now, some background for this project. So, in March of 2023, or last year, the concept design was completed by Raider Design. Following July, we used this concept design as a basis to prepare a request for proposals, or RFP, for professional engineering and design services. And in October of 2023, design and engineering services contract was awarded to Derivolts Design, or DVD. The following month, so city staff and DVD met to hold a design kickoff meeting. And ongoing, we've had a couple of project development meetings and site visits with DVD to assess the site. Now, design milestones from DVD, we have the topographic survey, the building assessment of the park, or the building assessment of the restroom building, as well. Recently, we received the project plans, specs and estimate 60% submittal this past month. Now, let's talk about the building assessment. So, the existing restroom facility was examined by DVD, and they determined that there's a significant amount of damage and deterioration to this facility building, and a large amount of damage. So their estimated cost to renovate this existing structure was $680,000. Now, the recommendation was the demolition of the building is to demo the building and construct a new one, and the estimated for a new building was well below the renovation cost, and it's $440,000.
Will it be in the same location? Like it's going to be the same foundation, or?
We're going to actually place it in a new location. So,
Okay.
So with a new restroom and storage facility, we want to place it in a new location, or optimal for both park users. And here we're looking at dog park and pickleball courts. And also with this new location, we can also include an underground storm drain facility. And with this new location for the building, we can add an additional pickleball court, maximizing the usable space within the park property. And here's just a snippet of what I took from the project plans. Nothing colorful like Raider Design, but it's from the PSC. So you have the 5 pickleball courts and the additional one added in place of where the existing structure was. And we shifted moved the new structure down closer to the parking lot or future parking lot area of the park, so more accessible to all park users. Now, other than so here's a summary of all the park amenities. Again, the key new features being the additional pickleball court and the new location of the restroom facility, as well as the underground drainage. But you have a fenced and large small dog park, fabric shade structure, benches, drinking fountains, park lighting, drought-tolerant landscape, and park signage. So as mentioned, we received the 60% PSNE, and their engineer's estimate to construct this park as of today is $4.35 million. And current tasks are for city staff. We're currently reviewing the 60% PSNE. Once we're done reviewing, we'll send these comments to DVD, and they'll address the comments. And we also are continuing to monitor potential grant fundings for the construction of the project. And that concludes my update for the
Thank
downtown
you.
dog park.
I do have a request when staff goes in for the design update. There's a lot of mature trees that provide much needed shade there now. I would love to see if we're able to repurpose those or keep those in, because that's been a lifesaver all summer long with the 40-foot trees providing shade an hour or 2 hours earlier that are currently on site. Do we have any other questions or comments from the commission?
I just want to say that looks impressive. I didn't know you could get the 2 dog parks and 5 pickleball courts on one space like that, so that's very impressive.
Maximize it, yes.
And so that's taking over what was the field, correct, and the dog park area now, but not moving into the gravel?
Gravel as in, well, I need to,
I'm there a lot, so I'm picturing it in my brain. Because part of it, it's like the overflow lot for Agua Caliente or like the Balloon Festival and
correct.
stuff, so I didn't know if we're going into
only
that.
within the city-owned property. I believe that gravel
Okay.
lot is as part of the tribe, so.
Okay, awesome. Alrighty, this item was for information and discussion only, so there is no formal action required. Thank you again, Andres.
Chair Hyland, just for the record, we have no request to speak on this item.
Thank you. Moving on to D, update on the Public Arts Commission Ocotillo Bench Painting Project. May we have the staff report, please?
Good evening, Chair and Commissioners.
Hello. Not an Andres, but an Ann.
I know, keeping the same sound. I'm reusing a little bit of the presentation that I made to the City Council, but just wanted to share an update with the Commission on the Public Arts Commission project at Ocotillo Park, which is to paint the 23 concrete benches that are at the park. So let's see, back in April of '24, the Commission voted to recommend a budget to the Council, which was sent to Council and they approved. The Council approved $16,150 to be expended from the fund. This is providing a $500 stipend to 23 artists. Deanna is coordinating to have a painter do all of the priming of the benches and then the sealing of the benches, and so that's $4,150. And then we have $500 in incidental expenditures related to the project. Back in April, the PAC did a call for artists, and we received 52 applications. And then they held a special meeting on June 25th to review those applications and selected 23 artists plus 2 alternates to be recommended to the City Council. And that they have been approved by the Council and are scheduled to do the painting October 11th through 13th, so coming up. And Vice Chair Liebolt can kind of talk to you about that and potential partnerships or needs to coordinate with you all on that. We were really excited that the artists that came through represented a diversity of backgrounds, from hobbyists to new artists to career artists. They're from the US, from England, from Mexico, Guatemala, that have local, regional, and national and international exhibition experience. And we have representatives from both local and out of area. And then these were just some of the information we shared with the Council about why these artists wanted to participate in this project. And what was, I think, for me, and I think hopeful for the PACE Commission, is that we have several of the people that were selected that just are locals and just feel passionate about the park, that they regularly walk there with their child, that they want to be part of helping create a more vibrant and fun environment in the parks, that they want to bring a moment of zen and rest, and that somebody responded that they use the park as a mental escape from their corporate job. And so to me, it was really refreshing to see that for these artists, it wasn't just, do an art piece, but really that connectivity to making something special in our community, and particularly in this park. This is an aerial view of the park and where the benches are and the numbering of how many benches there are. And these are going to correspond with the artists that I'm going to show you. But I'm going to turn it over to Vice Chair Liebolt first before we go into the artists to have anything you want to say about
Sure.
the digital work.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
We were really excited about this project because of the amount of responses that we got, and we got some really incredible choices. I think the community is going to be very happy because of the diversity of the imagery. I mean, artists really stepped up, and between the colorful and geometric and all the things, like I said, we were just really happy. It came together quickly. What we also did, we sort of curated the benches, so their benches are numbered and the artists are assigned a bench based on placement so that it actually coordinates. We kind of curated it so that it all kind of talks and makes sense.
Awesome.
So we're excited about that. The two things are going to happen the first weekend. The weekend they're going to be painted, right? They have those 3 days, 11th, 12th, 13th. We're going to have some set hours. Ryan is also going to be there to film. We wanted to sort of like document this and make this a way that the city can promote this activity. It's an opportunity if you guys want to be present or help us do work on that weekend. The following weekend, we thought on the following Saturday, we could have like a community event day. And we'd love to partner with that. Commissioner Mojica and I have spoken. She's talking to somebody about possibly doing some entertainment. We were talking about maybe if the Scraps Gallery, if Karen, if they wanted to do something like activities for the kids to get them excited about that for that community, reaching out to the Boys and Girls Club, different groups, so we can make it a community day to really celebrate, this event. So unfortunately, so we have our first meeting of the season, we have that next Tuesday. Then we only have like the meeting the following Tuesday. So the schedule's going to be tight. So if you guys can think about that, you can think about that, you can reach out to me or Commissioner Mojica in the next couple weeks if we can collaborate and come together with you and figure out something, so we can, one of the designs. This is what I'm saying, this is why I'm excited. Commissioner Mojica and I were actually, all the artists have been notified, and they've been notified in writing, but we are calling them and talking to them. And I'm actually asking, I go, wow, are you going to be able to do that? And one artist said, well, but yes. So if I have till Monday, they're not going to be sealed till Tuesday. So if they need additional time, because some of these designs are very complex. So I don't know if we were supposed to show
Yeah,
this.
I'm going to show all of them.
Oh, show all of them so you'll see. So it's really great. So, but that's what we're thinking about as a community event, right? Either the weekend of while they're painting, if we want to do something, but the following Saturday, if it could be small, it could be bigger, how much, given the time, how much we want to do or what we can plan.
Are you thinking like an unveiling? Are we thinking food? Like what has your commission envisioned?
We haven't had a chance to discuss it until next Tuesday.
You will envision next Tuesday.
But I
for
want,
commission
if you
meeting
guys
topic.
can start, I'm happy to take any, guidance or suggestions from you all too, or give me thought process, because that's what we're going to have to decide pretty quickly ourselves too.
Would that be helpful if we were at that meeting to help with?
Yes, please, that'd be
Okay.
great, actually, yeah. Because then we will have another meeting the following October, right? You guys will have the 1st of October, where the 2nd, right before this happens, we will all have a chance to meet again if anything needs to be voted on, so, yeah.
What was the date again for the reveal?
October 19th.
The
October-
19th, it's a
the
Saturday, 19th, yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay.
So we can make it like as fun and as community-oriented as we want.
On the concrete.
On the concrete, because the
Yes.
park will be under construction.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, just to make it more interesting, the park is technically, closed, but
The
I guess
field
that
is
can help
closed.
make it, yeah,
The grassy turf area is closed.
gotcha, right, but the
So the play equipment
concrete,
is still open, your shelters are still, you have a lot of access to occupancy.
got it. You have
But we
plenty
could
of
do a
space.
silent disco and neon paint, and we could do all sorts of stuff in
You
the
know you're talking my
parking lot
language,
party.
careful.
We could absolutely do a parking lot party.
Yeah. Any questions you have at all? So you're going to go through and show them? Yes, you'll see.
So part of what's on our agenda for the next week's meeting is to establish a budget so that we can go to council as well. Now that the PACE Commission, the PAC also has a budget like PACE does for their own activities, we need to get that agendized for the council too. So here's, as you saw earlier, here you saw little numbered maps. Here are the awardees that were selected by the commission and the council. So bench number 1, we have bench number 2, Tyler Ontiveros,
Very cool. Yes.
Chris Gann,
See.
bench 3.
I love how different they are.
And so even within the 52 submittals, several of the artists had multiple submittals, and so the commission went through all of those to try to make sure there was that kind of variety.
Are we going to have to move the Butterfly Festival to that bench, Deanna?
So,
See, now you're thinking.
yeah. So here's 4,
Wow.
there's 5.
So beautiful.
And some of these, while they're renderings, the commission also had the ability, they had like other pictures of their art, and so sometimes the representation versus what we know their capacity isn't as clear, but again, just a nice floral display. The image on the left is the art, the representation for the bench. The image on the right is an example of this particular artist's art. It's kind of like the Whoville piece.
Yes, very Whoville, very.
Right.
Barbara has some beautiful floral work.
Wow.
Jesus Vega, kind of a nice desert scene.
I want tattoos of all of these.
I know. This one, this will be represented on the bench, the low benches without the back, but just has kind of a nice aquatic feel to it. Emmeline Tate. She has other art in the Palm Springs area, but it will be just doing really positive, kind of joyful, happy messages on the bench. Then we have Tanya Jones Hidalgo, another nice kind of deserty feel. More butterflies for you.
More butterflies.
Mia Martinez, just some nice,
Yay, food.
fun, cartoony images. Really liked this one too, the sea life.
Yes.
Novi.
You guys know this artist, he's done many images, I think he's done some other major projects public in the valley. So we're really happy and thrilled that he was able to submit a new one for us.
We have another artist here, and I don't know if I'm going to recognize it, you might, that also has had like international exposure. So we have just sort of an incredible array of individuals that submitted.
Will there be any sort of QR code or plaque or handle for their Instagram handle or some way to promote the artist?
So we haven't come up with a solution for the bench yet, but one of the projects that I'm working on, I haven't even talked to you about this yet, I'm working with our GIS department to better do more of a story map for our public art project.
Okay.
And so one of the things that we're going to work on is, and I want to send out to all the artists, we have a lot of information from the artists about their artist statements, their inspiration for the pieces. What I'm going to do probably in doing this is ask the artist to give us like 250 words. We're going to have this, hopefully, if we get all that in, kind of simultaneously have this ready to launch when the benches are completed, so that we have more robust information and people can look at the art, learn a bit more about the artist and the meaning that they wanted to have on the pieces. I think it is another question that will be brought before the commission, because there's another art piece that family member of one of the artists who recently asked about, because there wasn't a plaque on it, and so it might be some work we have to do to just see if there's other pieces in the inventory, aside from the kind of highway or the streetway pieces that you really don't want people walking up to make sure that we have proper documentation of who the artist was. So there's 16, this is 17.
Oh, so fun.
This one was kind of interesting. This is each of the artists, or I'm sorry, each of the sports persons that's represented on here has been an LGBT sports figure that did something significant within each of those areas, remembering from that person's information. This is one we really liked.
Oh, Kelly did part of the bridge too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
She also just did the, if anyone hasn't been to Hot Lips Coffee Shop, she did all the murals
Oh,
inside our new
yeah.
local coffee shop in Cathedral City as
Very
well.
nice.
She did all of their art.
Oh, so we'll definitely know what that's going to look like. And so here for something near the skate park, we've got a skate park or a skate-related one. And then we have another one.
So cool.
Very cool. Is that one by the skate park?
Yes, when Craig talked about the curation,
Yeah.
there's sort of organization around some of the themes within the park. Patrick
cool.
Sheehan.
Yeah.
Patrick works with a youth organization out here that has done other benches incorporating youth in the painting here in the Coachella Valley too. This is one of our favorites, not to be particular, I mean, all the artists are great, but this was one that I know the commission really resonated with. And she was recently presenting at the quarterly art exhibit. Yeah. Sarah does a lot of work with animals, particularly rhinos, but she had some of the road runners there too that were really pretty neat. Then we have Jacqueline. That's 23. And then if we needed alternates, we had 2 alternates. So we had one with the kitties.
Oh, so cute.
And then we had Carlos Cardoza with a stained glass motif.
That's cool.
So that is what is coming to Ocotillo Park. Oops, and that was just the council recommendation. Beep. That was it.
Are there any other questions or comments from the commission?
I'm impressed. That's awesome. Great. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
so-
like I said, we were very excited and happy with the submissions, with the process, and everybody, really stepped up and gave us everything that we needed, and they made it more of a challenge for us to have so many great choices, so, yeah.
That was the right call, extending that call to artists to see what you came up with. That was phenomenal.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Are there any members of the public that wish to comment or speak on this item?
Chair Hyland, we have none.
Alrighty, that beautiful item was for information and discussion only. There is no formal action required. Although I would like to encourage every commissioner, if you are able to attend the Public Arts Commission meeting so we can brainstorm together, that would be wonderful. Okay, now we move on to number 4, staff comments. Are there any staff comments?
Yes, I have, well, I was just going to ask, staff reports for the October agenda would be due in a week, so if you've got any topics, please even just shoot me an email letting me know, even if you don't have the staff report ready, just send the title.
Can we have an extension to like next Wednesday if we're attending their meeting next Tuesday? Thank you.
All right, that's all for staff comments from me.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to commissioner reports. Who would like to start first? Alphabetical order? Vice Chair Baishu?
Sure. So we did a great job with the summer movies. We had an amazing turnout. We had 1,737 kids show up. Over the 8 weeks, the entire commission participated in it. Chair Hyland brought in the Read With Me program, and they gave out 2,000 books. On top of that, we also have the library reading to the kids, which is, it makes the event even, it just elevates it. All the 5 of us, with, Richard's not here tonight, but we have really put a stamp on this event. This wasn't ours originally, it's ours now. So, I also want to thank the city council, city manager, the theater staff, and all the special guests that came down to help us. Also, thanks to Ryan Hunt and Adam Chastain for the great promotion and for the great taking of pictures that Adam was doing. We didn't get a chance to do pictures last year because we're so busy. It's like a real circus down there. So thank you, Adam, for that. Yoga was funded over the summer for the 4th season, and we'll be starting that in January. Over the summer, we also had a spay and neuter mobile clinic approved, and that will be in mid-October. We will go into that more into that at the next meeting. And I will go into Halloween and get volunteers at our next meeting. So, since you're here, I just wanted to say that I went to the art gallery thing at the public library. Very cool. I like that. It's really great space for people to show art for free without gallery fees and stuff like that. It's really great. So, great job on that.
And all of them did something.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a win-win all the way. We are promoting local artists, which is amazing. So thank you for that. And that's it for me.
Next one is November what?
I want to say second and third on top of my head. But
There's a poster on the outside.
weekend of the first Saturday, Sunday of the month.
So quarterly, basically? Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Okay, thank you. That was our best attended series yet. So you were there every Friday for 8 weeks. So thank you very much for your enthusiasm.
Sorry, November 9th.
November 9th and 10th.
November 9th and the 10th for the free gallery
Yes.
at the public library.
Okay. Commissioner Herrera, would you like to go next?
Yeah, as Commissioner Baishu had said that, our movie event came together great again this year. This was my second time being a part of it. And, it was amazing to see the growth that we had from the prior year to this year. I know last year was kind of a kickoff, reigniting that event again. And even that year was impressive. And this year grew beyond that. So I just wanted to thank all the city staff that came out and supported us. And then, thanks to Ted and the Mary Pickford Theater for opening up their theater and allowing us to do this event, because it wouldn't be possible without them.
Okay, I'll go next since we're continuing alphabetical order. Reiterating what everybody said, huge success for the summer movie program, really trying to get kids off screens at both ends. So they came in and read a story instead of watching previews, sat down for the movies, and then left with books. Some of the kids ended up with 10 to 12 books that they came to so they have their own little library at home, which was the goal. Then we continued that momentum on from participating with the Cathedral City Police Officers Association drive, the backpack drive. Some of us were there in a sweat lodge. It was warm that day, but the kids loved being able to pick their color of backpack, that they could interact with some of us as commissioners and also take home some books. And so that was great fun to be able to participate with that. Huge thanks to former Commissioner Gary Marshall, who's been a huge supporter of all of our events and volunteering at everything we do. I wanted to make sure he got a shout out. He taught us well. Other things that have been happening, as Antonio said, we, after learning about the animal crisis happening and our city being a large part of that and seeing how many lost animals and unspayed, neutered animals are coming from Cathedral City, we also attended with our city representative, Councilmember Ross, and we went to the Animal Commission meeting, which was a good 4 hours, and there was over 70 people that gave public comment. This is a very timely issue, emotional issue for many of us, myself included, and we are going to continue attending those meetings and supporting and seeing what our commission can do, as well as urge the city to keep taking action on that item. They are open to public, anybody willing. That is, a public event. I want to say huge congratulations to Ryan Hunt, who graduated from Leadership Coachella Valley since the last time we met. I had the honor of being at the graduation. And welcome to Ann Ambrose, who has chosen to participate in this year's class. Very excited to see Cathedral City well represented in a room of 40 top leaders of the desert. And I guess I have to say that I was installed as president, so y'all are stuck with me. But I am very proud to represent Cathedral City as the president of Leadership Coachella Valley. Also was appointed to the Cathedral City Chamber of Commerce Board, so with the GCVCC. I will be representing us there and seeing how we can partner with local businesses for every public event that we do. We had some grand openings that were well attended by some of us on the commission and other commissions. We had Hot Lips Coffee, K-pop Street Foods, and upcoming next Friday is Bloom House, which is a new design studio happening on Ramon Road. And then the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber hosted their first ever brunch bunch, and it was in Cathedral City. So we like seeing things happen in our city, and we're going to continue to push forward with Stephan Burchard, the Desert Bowtie Realtor, as the chair, to make sure that community events are happening in our city and that the chamber is active in representing us. Antonio has some great ideas on that after doing the restaurant promotions at Mary Nutter last year and making sure our restaurants get that. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Brunch and Dinner with Patsy. If you haven't been able to attend those, every chance I go, I get to meet some amazing community members. The last one I went to was supporting the Cathedral City Boys and Girls Club, a wonderful, wonderful partner of ours and a huge just asset to our committee. Scott and his wife are just outstanding humans. So if you get a chance and I don't know, I eat every night. So the next night that there's dinner or brunch with Patsy, make sure that that's where you eat. And you can do takeout as well to help support all of the local Cathedral City nonprofits. And that is my report. So as you can see, we were dark during the summer, everybody, but we were definitely not busy. Okay, Commissioner Jimenez.
I only have a report that I meet with the healthcare district, and they want to know if there is any possible way to, when they have the grand opening for the Esperanza Park, to see if the city can let them do kind of like a health fair for everybody there. Okay.
And we can work on that for March. It's looking like March will be the grand opening. So we can let them know that that date in the park is on time. Amazing. Okay. Anything further? Adjourn this meeting.
Thank you.